This is Replay Audio's Bluetooth speaker. This is their model RPA BTS1RD. As you can see, this is a red speaker. They make one also, I think, in black or some other colors as well. But they include the instructions with this, a micro charging cable and an auxiliary audio cable. This is similar to the design that they have, that they also make a smaller rectangular version. This is a little bit larger version of speaker. This one about 5.5 inches long here, about 2.5 inches tall, and about 1 inch deep in terms of width. The outer shell here is metal it has a plastic back here on the back and then a metal grill on the front. Charging time with this speaker is about 2 hours or so, and you get about 5 hours of play time if you're using it as a music speaker. There are 4 buttons here on the top, as you can see. One's the power, Bluetooth, and then the volume buttons. The power also lights up as a charging indicator, red, and I did find that this is a little dim and hard to see based on how they have it positioned in there. When it's charging it, and then when it goes off, it doesn't change color, it just goes off. So I found it a little bit hard to see that just based on where it was inside the button there. But you know, to pair, you basically press this power button down for about 3 seconds, and both this power light and the Bluetooth light flashes. And I paired with my Android phone pretty quickly and easily with no problems. And the speaker beeps to tell you that it's paired. In addition to the buttons on the top, there is an auxiliary port and a charging port on the side of the speaker, and then 4 legs on the bottom. I did find that, these little non-skid legs to be a little small. I mean, they do work and help keep your speaker from sliding around, but I think they could have been a little bit larger. In addition, I think the buttons themselves are a little small as well, and could be a little bit larger so that they're easier to deal with. Music-wise, though, through both the auxiliary cable and the Bluetooth, the music was clear and pretty decent for a speaker this size, although, again, as you would expect in a speaker this small, light and bass, and not as loud as some similarly sized speakers. Although the good thing about that is I didn't hear any distortion with the speaker at higher volume, and again, overall a pretty decent sounding speaker. The Bluetooth range was as good as any of the other speakers I've tried, distance-wise, going about the maximum range for Bluetooth without any interruption. I always test these for phone calls, although I don't primarily use these for that purpose. And it would be sufficient as a hands-free device if you need it. To power off, you just hold down the power button, and that shuts off after about 3 seconds. And the speaker beeps as well to notify you of that. But overall, I mean, this is a nice-looking, small, lightweight speaker. And it has a pretty even balanced sound for a small speaker, lacking a little bit in bass and not as loud, but, didn't have any distortion, which is a positive. My main criticisms, I think the buttons are a little small, along with the LED light being a little dim on the power button, and the legs on the bottom, of the feet on the bottom, a little small as well. But overall, this is a decent speaker, and I give it 4 stars.